Hey, what's up guys? Mike Locke here. Thanks for tuning in to this video blog. I want to talk about a web design exercise that I think you should apply to your everyday practicing so that you can grow your web design, UI design skills. And this is something that I was thinking about recently because it's something that I still do even after 14 years of web design experience. You're always, learning new things. There's always things out there for you to kind of get an understanding on, maybe something that you don't really already have in your repertoire of design skills. But basically, this is taking a website, going out on the web, finding a simple website that you think is beautiful. It could be a web application, it could be a website, and you want to take that website, a screenshot, and you want to put it into your graphics program. I use Adobe Fireworks. And basically, you want to mimic that same website and you want to recreate that website. So this may take you an hour, 2, 3, 4 hours. But the goal here is to actually mimic that website exactly. You want to actually build the website completely without going to the site, right-clicking, and gathering little things on that site. You want to try to recreate those things. And not necessarily the images itself, but just all the graphical elements and the fonts and things. You want to recreate those in your program so that it teaches you how to design things correctly. For example, I have McDonald's website up on my screen here, and I was looking at this site recently. It's a really clean site, but really clean, simple sites can be deceiving. There's a lot of little details in there that you might miss when you're trying to, let's say, look at this website and recreate it on your own, because that happens a lot. I actually created a video talking about copying versus stealing, and in that video I showed how you can go to websites, copy ideas, and then try to recreate those yourself. But when we try to do that a lot, sometimes you'll notice that even though we look at a site, we think it's really cool, and we try to recreate that ourselves, we'll notice that our site still doesn't look as polished as that site. And so one of the things with this exercise, let's say you take a site like McDonald's and you try to recreate that identical. What you're going to do is basically, when you finish your site based on this, you're matching it up with the mock-up, you're going to notice that your site is a little bit uglier, or might be a lot uglier than the actual site that you're trying to mimic. And go ahead and show it to somebody. Show it to your girlfriend, show it to your wife, show it to your mom, brother, whoever, and show them and just tell them which one they think is better. 9 times out of 10 they might point out the site that you're trying to copy. But the point here is when you look at them closely, you're going to notice that there's certain things that you've missed that makes this site, the really nice site, stand out versus yours. So you might go in, there might be a bar. Let's say there's a bar. If you look really closely and you zoom in on the bar, it might have a gradient that you've actually missed. Or if you look very closely at the bottom, there might be a 1 pixel highlight, a white highlight, that gives that little bar that much more aesthetic appeal or something like that. And same with the text. You go through, you try to copy. The goal is to try to copy exactly everything the same, measure the spacing, and try to go through the whole thing. And what it's going to do is going to give you an idea of the small details, that what makes a certain element stand out versus one that doesn't. It's going to give you an idea of how to properly space out your text versus whether it's width, size, or line height. It's going to give you just the whole understanding of page spacing, how to design above the fold. It's so many different things that you're going to learn by actually copying a website exactly, or going through that exercise and trying to, it's just going to help you learn. And then you're going to, there's going to be so many aha moments when you're designing this, and you're going to then apply that to real projects that you do that you can actually publish. So remember, this is just a practice exercise. This is not for you to actually show on your portfolio or anything like that. It's just something for you to actually kind of test and hone your, kind of tone your skills as a web designer. Okay, so I've been thinking about this because I review a lot of websites from people on a weekly basis, and there's really not just one thing that I can focus on when I'm trying to review a website to tell them this is something that they should focus on, because there's so many out there. There's so many things that it's just hard to really just narrow in on one thing. But a good exercise for people who are just starting out in web design, and even for those who have a lot of experience like myself, you know, take a website, mimic it, and then you're going to find little nuggets and little things that you don't really normally do when you're designing a website that you can then apply to your projects. All right, thanks for watching. That's all I got today, and I've been really busy on a huge project, but hopefully I can put out more videos soon. All right, thanks for watching. We'll talk soon. Bye.